Hello and welcome to this LangChain tutorial. So in the series of upcoming videos, we'll go through different runnables in LangChain. And in this video, we'll discuss one such runnable, which is RunnableSequence in LangChain. So RunnableSequence actually is a sequence of runnable objects which can execute sequentially. So output of one becomes the input of the next. So which in the way means you can create sequential chains using RunnableSequence. So that is the functionality of RunnableSequence. So if you have followed the previous video, same thing you can do using pipes also. You can create a sequential chain with that. So RunnableSequence also actually does the same thing. So pipe symbol actually internally do the same thing. It creates a RunnableSequence, and you can also instantiate RunnableSequence directly. So that's what we'll try to do here with an example. So what we'll do in the example is we'll create an automated workflow to analyze a contract for any hidden risk. And then we'll have another task to summarize that analysis, which can be used by legal or financial department. So this is, let's say, a requirement for you. So if you see or observe that what is happening is you have two sub workflows right in this workflow. First, you send the contract to the LLM to analyze it for any risk. Then that analysis you again send to the LLM to create a summarized memo. So we are doing two sub workflows within this workflow. So let's try to do this example using pipe symbol as well as a RunnableSequence, so you have an idea how pipe symbol is a drop-in replacement for RunnableSequence. So within this, let me create a new file. So first we'll do is as pipe. So let me name is as pipeCQ.py. Okay, and let me be in my virtual environment. Okay, so this one is done. Then we have to import some of the things, and that part, let me get. Okay, so we have these many imports. We have prompt template, RunnableSequence, since we are going to use RunnableSequence, but initially we'll do it with pipe. Then this is to parse, and model is chat Google. This is to load the environment. So these are the prompts actually. So first what you do is you send it to the LLM this prompt, right? Analyze the following contract clause for any hidden financial risk, where you send that contract. Then what you get as an output here, that you send to the next that you inject in the next prompt actually, this analysis. So summarize the following risk analysis in a professional, concise, bulleted memo for the financial head. There you send that analysis which you get from the first prompt. So this is the task which we have to do here. So first let me create model. So model will be, I'll use the same one, Gemini 3.1. Another thing is this str parser equal to, can create a object. So we have, let's name it only parser by str. So these are the things which we need. Then we'll create our chain. So let me get a draft copy of contract also. So I created some contract kind of, which has the scope of work or some other clauses. So that is what we'll send to for analysis to the LLM. So now main thing is how you create chain here, right? So chain, actually, if you see, we have two parts here. First, what you get as output of first workflow, right, where you do the analysis, that you have to send here. So we can create it as a dictionary where analysis will be the output of running this, and what we run is first this prompt, right, analysis prompt. So analysis prompt, then our model, then our parser. So this is our first workflow, correct? Then what we do is output of this we have to pass to the second prompt. So it gets the output which is in analysis. Sorry, what did we do? Summary prompt. Okay, so summary prompt. Other two things are same. Then you again send that to the model and to the parser. So that is your chain here. So summary prompt, model, parser. Okay, so clear. So first time when you invoke it, what you have to do is that workflow that you have to send as a value to this prompt. So you take it in a key as analysis. So you take it in that. Then that becomes the output for input for this prompt. And from there you send it to LLM again. That should give you a summary. So that is what is happening in this chain. Then you can invoke that chain. Here also actually you have to send the first one, which is this clause. So clause, that's where I'll send this contract clauses. And then I can get that in response, which I can then print response. All right, so this is done using pipe symbol, where we load the environment. That is done. We have two prompts. Then contract, main thing here is why do I have this semicolon here? Sorry, I work a lot on Java also, so I sometimes carry that habit here. So response equal to chain.invoke and response. So let's try to run it to see if it works. So it is in L3, name is pipe sequence.py. Till then, let me try to create another class. RunnableSequence demo.py. Okay, so this is the output. So it creates a memo which goes to the financial head from your name or slash department, date, subject. So if you see, it has created point-wise list of what are the key financial risks here, and then also gives you the steps to mitigate those risks. So you get both, where it tells that you see incur a 1.5% monthly interest fee. This is one thing. 300% of total contract value. That's what I see here. Something about those two. 300% damage threshold effectively forces the firm to self-insure for most losses. Then 18% APR penalty it is saying. Then it is giving some steps to mitigate. So let's not go in that much into detail. That is for legal department. So now if we have to do same thing using RunnableSequence, so that most of the things will be same. At least till this part, we can copy from here itself. So clause and prompts. Then here what you have to do is, actually this part also we can copy. In between, we'll have some change. So now we have to do it using RunnableSequence. So that will be a RunnableSequence. Within that, you give it, first time what we are doing is we are giving this prompt, analysis prompt. So run in sequence analysis prompt, then model, then parser. That's how you can give here that it will run in sequence, runnable sequence. Then you give analysis prompt, model, and parser. So that is one chain. So let's name is analysis underscore chain. Same way, I can create another chain, which can be my summary chain. That's where I'll send the other prompt. That can be summary prompt. So now we have to, rather than with pipe, we have created it using runnable sequence. Now we'll create or combine them in a chain, you can say. So again, runnable sequence. Within that, we have to do the same thing. First, we'll have to get the first chain. We have to run with this as output, right, which can be sent to this analysis. So as a dictionary, where this will be my key. So output of analysis chain goes to the analysis. Then we'll have the other chain, summary chain. So I create a new sequence where this time it runs as this sequence. First this chain, then this chain. That's it. So that's how you can do the same thing using runnable sequence. Here again, same thing. You have to create response with chain.invoke and print the response. So we can run this one also. So this will be runnable sequence demo.py. So this is the output. Looks like it is more aggressive. LLM is more aggressive this time, where it is firmly saying to recommend, it recommends to reject the current draft and request a formal red line. Where it has again given something similar. We have 3 risk areas as bulleted point, and then summary of financial impact, which is again sent to the head of finance, your name, everything. So you have that memo again. So that's how you can explicitly create using runnable sequence, which in a way is more readable and modular rather than creating with pipe. Though pipe is preferred, because with this you have to create objects and all. With that it is all implicit, but if you need, you can create this way also. So that's about runnable sequence. Thanks for watching the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.